Hey everyone,
Hello, hello.
Judy Lazo, Barbara back with
These are names that you shall not forget.
Lord.
Anyway, so it was Jerry and Dennis last week.
Because someone didn't do their video.
Well, okay, so yeah, last week was kind of crazy. And I'll give you in a quick nutshell. It was crazy. So Tuesday I got my first, was it last Tuesday or the one before?
2 weeks ago, you guys were first shot.
So why didn't I?
I don't know.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago I had my first COVID vac shot. And I was okay, it was Tuesday morning. I was at work. And slowly but surely, I started doing this.
He called me and told me his face was tired.
Yeah, so by the time I got home, I was trying to get the trash cans out to the curb.
I was actually on the phone with him at this time.
And I was like, oh my God. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, my face is tired. Like my whole body was tired. My hair was tired. My earlobes were tired. Everything. Yeah, I know. The little that's there was drooping.
And I told him, I was like, go upstairs and lay down. And he's like, I don't need to lay down. And then all of a sudden it was 10:30 and I called and he's passed out.
Yeah, so I was like, I survived my hard rock wine. So that's pretty much how the next 2 days went. So I stayed home Wednesday, and actually I stayed home Wednesday and Thursday from work.
From Marshall.
From Marshall's, which enabled me to go ahead and I got enough rest to be able to at least go teach an hour-and-a-half class in the evening with a mask on. Don't worry, I should teach my classes double masked. So.
And then you had to play.
And then we were in rehearsals for, I was doing Much Ado About Nothing. I always want to say Much Ado About Something. But Much Ado About Nothing. Much Ado About Nothing. Shakespeare played with kids. Oh.
We're coming.
By the way.
What? We are coming from Kevin's front porch.
This is my front, well, a portion of the porch.
A portion of the porch.
That sounds like the name of a song.
With the wind chime.
On a portion of the porch, we see the sky and the trees.
Which one is that, please?
That would have to be...
Barbara.
It could be a Barbara, but it could be a Judy, too.
That could be a Judy.
Because it's pretty much...
But not enough of
I ignore the boy next door. So, yeah. It could be one of those two. It could be an old Judy that Barbara revived, you know. But at any rate.
It's a Judy song that Barbara revived.
Yeah, but we're on the porch. So everything's flying. You might see that.
He might jump up.
Yeah.
He already screamed when those spider web got.
I walked into a spider web trying to get out of here. But anyway, so we're on this play, and this play was a real
nail
Tour
biter.
de France.
Yes, Rose, a Tour de France.
Or Tour de Egypt or something. It was an interesting situation. A school called last minute. And my school years are usually planned out, especially as far as performing and dance and theater goes, because they have to be planned out like from the beginning of the year, because there are show dates, there are
that they can only use like the auditorium like so many times or so many days or on certain days or no days.
So I got this call from the school in February.
You were doing Peter Pan.
Yeah, while I was doing Peter Pan in February, which I had been sort of planned. And they're like, we want to do something. We want to do it now. We want to do it fast. We want to do it quick. I'm like, okay. So we started literally the week after I filmed, finalized, closed down the, how do you finalize the shoot? Shut down the shoot? Cut the shoot? Finish the shoot?
Finish the shoot.
Finish the shoot.
Finish the hat.
I don't do the films portion of this. That's him. I'm stage. And he's screen. Oh, yes, we wrapped it.
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not like,
yeah, no.
This neighborhood, yes.
Yes.
Just
the neighborhood, yeah.
If you hear something, it might be gunshots.
Gunshots or gangster rap. So anyway, yes, I live in the corner of Urine and Crime Spree. So at any rate,
Urine and Crime Spree?
Yeah, down the street from Shotgun Alley. So, but there's a school right across the street there.
What is
nice.
Is it an elementary school?
Yes, it's an elementary school, and I've done things there.
Did they wear uniforms?
No. Wait. Yes, they do.
Yes,
they do, because some of the Cincinnati public schools have gone to uniforming now just to keep kids clothed with their pants on and not halfway down their booty. Yeah. So at any rate, I started right after we wrapped Peter Pan. The next week I was auditioning for Much Ado. And I had
He directed, by the way.
Yeah, that I directed. And I had 1 day a week to rehearse this play. So, it was short of a Red Sea crossing, but it worked. Yeah. And I had my cane banging up, let my performances go. So anyway, it was pretty cool. It turned out fine. It did. But so that was that week of the COVID-ness and the week after. And I was rounding up, literally, I was getting sets the Monday before the show. I was finding sets and some costumes.
Yes.
It was a
With the help of a janitorial.
with the help of the head custodian for that school district, Dennis.
Not you, Dennis.
Not
Other
Dennis, but we have Cindy Dennis and Indy Dennis.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cindy Dennis. Cindy.
Cincinnati. So, and both might be equally as resourceful, I would imagine.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, kind of cool. So anyway, so that's why, and I just did not have the wherewithal, the bandwidth, or the brain space to try and put together a video. I was like, oh, Dios mío,
You could have done one from your sick bed.
Oh,
You tried to tell me he wasn't sick last night.
Weird. I was not sick last night. Anyway, I would have done one from my sick bed from the COVID-ness, but I don't know that we're that close yet.
You and I?
No, me and everyone else.
Those guys are.
I don't know if they're ready to see me like that.
He did have to go change shirts.
Oh yeah. Because as you can tell, you will never, ever see me outside the house. Well, I mean, like away from my property. In this.
And these flannel pants.
And these flannelly pants.
And these pajama bottoms.
And my flannelly slippers. So, but
show the other one. That one said bear. What does the other one say?
Oh, the other one says
Papa.
Got one on clearance. Marshall's $3. What are you gonna do?
Right.
So anyway, so that's why I'm dressed like this. And he's about getting ready to go because he's got his.
I gotta drive back to Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
But we were cutting sparkling. He has sparkles all over. Glitter.
Probably can't see him.
We were cutting. What were we cutting?
Fabric.
Tulle.
For some tutus that I'm putting together for a recital that happens in 2 weeks, the 12th.
Oh, is it the 12th? That's
a month.
It's a month. A little less than a month.
A little
It's
less than
16.
a month. Yeah. So, and thankful. So this is how we work. I have this wonderful vision of these beautiful colors, and I have no idea actually how to tactically make them work, and that's where.
So you feel like we only needed to order one more.
But I was.
You were close.
1 or 2 yards short.
Yeah.
And he
Except
has,
you cut that one thinking, oh, I'm adding 3 inches.
He has the brain space for this. I don't.
So it was, we had to adapt the pattern.
Yeah. And it was a makeshift pattern at that I had.
Yes, you actually made the original pattern's a good idea. The way you do it, you do it on the fold.
There was math involved. That's as far as I went.
There was math involved?
There was math involved because you have to measure, you have to get the kids, the person's waist measurement and divide it by the square root of the hypotenuse of 3.14
so
and then
6.
Do dots and follow the dots and measure. I drank a whole bottle. The night that I did.
So in other words, he winged it. That's what that means, people. Mm-hmm. He winged it.
Much like my ACT. So anyway.
A-A-B-A-C-D, A-B-A-C-C-A-B.
And then I made a beat out of it. Iambic pentameter, my whole ACT, except for the reading part.
So that's like at a 4.
But the math, it was an 8. But the math part of it was really, really dreadfully bad.
So,
surprised that I graduated high school.
What's the kind of problems you don't like? Word problems.
So for those of you out there,
math word problems,
who are able and have analytical minds and can tackle word problems, hats off to you. I think it's a wonderful thing. But when you come at me with a problem, like Bobby has 3 red apples. He has 6 baskets of orange apples. He has to get on a train that goes 15 miles.
Okay.
The train takes an hour just to get to the next stop.
Okay.
So if he's
Following.
in the state of Kansas, it's 300 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours will it take him to get there? And how many apples will he have left if he eats 3 apples each hour on the way there?
Okay. I got it. He's wearing a red shirt.
And exactly. And then they give you 10 minutes to come up with an answer to that. And I'm like,
Good.
B, next. I'm not doing that.
Now, what happens if you would have like aced the math portion of the SATs and then you would have been like pushed into like a math career?
No. It was the ACT, first of all. Second of all, for that to happen, I think our alternate universe would have had to come into play.
Okay.
And no, that just means I would have gotten a high score and probably a math scholarship of some kind.
So it's like to MIT.
It would have been MISS when I got there.
Or
Wow. Yeah, it would have been. Wait, how'd you? It's all in the universe. I show up like a cookie scientist. Now, I do have cousins who are very adept in the maths and sciences.
you have your aunt.
I have 2 aunts that taught on university level, high school level. Well, I have a cousin who teaches on a molecular level. He is, and oddly enough, we had the same Russian teacher in high school. And he went on to become like a physics major, and his name was Branton. I haven't talked to you about Branton. Branton, my cousin, is amazing.
It's a normal name.
He is, I know
a Brinton.
We'll talk about names later on. But my
That's a
family
whole
has
nother
some
show.
names, yeah. But no, so he can do like, I think he really has figured out the theory of relativity. The theory of relativity's cousin.
So you think he time traveled?
I think he knows how to. I think he probably knows how. He's just sitting on the information because he doesn't feel like doing it. And it's funny, he's the artistic side of him. He loves spoken word kind of stuff. So we're all artsy fartsy people, but he's one of the smart. We have some smart artsy fartsy people in the family.
And there's this. Then there's this one.
And we have a lot of practical people who, I think, nobody builds anything in our family.
Nobody?
No. Not that I know of.
Okay.
We weren't a buildy kind of family.
You weren't Bob the Builder?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's all right.
We all prayed to have jobs
Not everybody can
good
build.
enough to hire Bob the Builders.
No, not
So,
everyone can build stuff.
Yeah. So that was my last week and a half, just trying to make life happen without losing my life. I don't know.
We did do a couple of live videos yesterday.
Yes, we did 3 or 4.
I think we did 3.
Yeah.
Did we do one from the car? We
I
did.
think
Yeah, we did do one.
from
Yeah,
the
so
car.
there was 3.
That was the tilty
Or
sideways.
4. I'm sorry, 4.
Yeah, so I hope I got the comment that something was a little judgy. We literally were just doing our own sort of prom red carpet because normally we would do this anywhere.
The mall.
The mall. Kroger. We would
The
go
gas
ahead.
station while we were picking up our Slurpees.
Oh, I don't know if we'd have time for that. I really
Probably
don't.
not.
And can somebody explain the phenomenon of the fluffy house slippers outdoors?
You have your slipper then.
No, but I'm on my porch on my property. I will not leave this
Oh,
property.
you mean like at Kroger?
Yeah, at Kroger or the gas station or the mall or at Marshall's where I work. These people come shuffling and schlepping in these huge fluffy slippers, and I'm like, so is this the thing now? Is that happening? Like, are we supposed to be doing that now? I mean,
Right.
that and leggings, your favorite.
Ugh, leggings are not pants. Leggings are not pants.
And sadly, 60% of the girls I see squozed into these leggings.
Should not wear
I would love to know how much butter it took.
that.
Butter. Because that's some butter. It's not butter proper. It's butter.
So we're gonna we still need some comments on shows. No,
As far as
what shows people would want to do again if they've done a show, or see if they don't.
Oh, yeah.
So we need some comments, people, down below.
And I think probably in the past, because we said today, we got to make these videos shorter.
And that's probably why you probably
And-
don't get to the end, because they're like 7 hours long.
Well, yeah, and nobody's got time for all that.
No.
So
I barely don't have time to edit it.
So we're going to make these shorter, which we're coming up on our end of this one.
Yes. So, click subscribe. It should be like right there. Ding.
Oh, is that right? At the heart. Click
Right
the
there.
heart.
Click the heart.
See, that's what I do. I don't add things. I come up with things like this. Click the heart.
Okay.
Oh,
Click the heart. Click subscribe. Also, drop a comment down below on 3 questions, which we asked Dennis. We'll tag him on this one. If you've done a show before, if you've done shows, plays, musicals, theater, whatever.
Operas.
Operas.
Symphonies, if you
Symphonies, ballets.
Yes.
Dance competitions where you dress like a hoochie mama.
Don't.
Just like
Another show.
it's like that's like a 4-parter. Kind of, sort of. Okay, so if you've done any type of performance of any kind, unless, well, okay, yeah, any kind. I wasn't going to go there. What
Anything
show?
without a pole.
Yes, if it
Anything
involves
without
a
a pole.
pole, we don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
What show would you want to do again, if you were able to? And what show would you not want to do again, ever? Even if they like tied you up and made you do it, you wouldn't do it.
Or if they paid you any amount of money.
Or if they paid you any amount of money. You don't have to say where it was or why. Well, you could say why. People probably wouldn't. You don't have. Just don't use names.
You don't have to use names. You know,
No.
let the innocent, let the
The guilty
remain
nameless. Yes. And if there's a show you want to do that you've never done, and it could be a show or a role, because if you say the role, you would pretty much know what show.
If you had a show, you'd know what role.
Or if you say show, it's going to be like, oh, they want to be
Wibbity bobbity.
Mr. Mushnick.
Yes, Mr. Mush.
Drop that in the comments below. We'd love to hear from that. Dennis did his last week, and he said the show he would do again was Follies, which is a Stephen Sondheim. When we did that, he played Roscoe, who sang the song called Beautiful Girl. No.
Yeah, Beautiful Ladies.
Beautiful Ladies, something
Beautiful
like that.
Ladies.
And as the ladies are coming down
It's
with their
opening
sashes,
sort of
it is
ish.
the opening actual song in the show.
Yeah.
So it's introducing the ladies, and they each have their sash with the year that they performed for the Follies. And then the show he would not want to do again. He wouldn't say the name of it, but I'll say it. Honk. He did it at a church, I think in Beech Grove, Indiana.
And I have to back him up on this one because sometimes if you're not in a theater or in a theater space and you're not dealing with people who know theater, and they decide, let's do a show.
Yay, show.
Kind of Mickey and Judy, summer stock on crack.
Oh, yeah.
Like really, really. And it's troublesome if you know theater and you know what you're doing and you know. It's like that's kind of what Much Ado About Nothing was. I mean, these people, they wanted a show, they knew, but they didn't know, like the principal of the school, he said several times, I don't know this is not my world. So
he had no idea what
I don't know what I'm doing.
it and what I have to do. And then finally, in your third question, what is a show? Oh, we said that. What show would you want to do that you have not done? Either show or role or anything like that. So just drop those in the comments below, and we will read those next time.
Yes.
Before we wrap. Okay, so we're at 18 minutes and 10, 11 seconds, 12 seconds.
About 3 minutes over what we wanted to go.
So we wanted to do 15, but that's okay. So we're going to say goodbye for now. Ciao for now.
So long, farewell.
Lord.
Saying goodbye.
Because I need to get on the road and get gas and stop at the grocery store on my way home for the week. But we will be back soon. Bye, everybody. Click subscribe. Click subscribe. Click subscribe.
Yes.
Have a good
And
night,
remember,
everyone.
on a clear day.